Hello. Sorry I'm coming on here so late. I actually just got home from work. It's actually supposed to be off around 9 o'clock, but things happen, right? But I wanted to come on here to talk to you guys about some things that women actually go through post-hysterectomy. I know I talked to you last night, some tips on recovery, but some of these symptoms and what women go through after a hysterectomy really doesn't take place until after the healing process is somewhat complete. And I still feel that we lack some information as far as what will happen afterwards. So one of the things I struggle with a lot, and it's actually been here recently, the last couple months, actually since well before Christmas, but one of them has really hit me today, and it's actually it's the emotional struggle bus is what I call it. The emotional struggle bus is real, people. It really is real, and for many reasons why the emotional issue can actually recur with women. That I'm going to tell you a little bit about. One of them could be the fact that we feel like we lost our womanhood. Like for men, just for example, if you had your jewels taken away, you feel like you lost your manhood, right? Well, for us, our entire womanhood inside was removed, so we can no longer have children, and that is a major emotional roller coaster for us. Even whether we wanted to have more kids in the future or not, it's pretty hard. The other thing is lack of hormones. Because you don't have all of your internal organs, female organs, that produces all the hormones for you, that can really send you into a whirlwind of emotion. And also send you into early stage of menopause as well if you have both of your ovaries removed. Like in my case, I still have one ovary. However, even though it will still produce hormones, it actually produces them a lot slower than what they usually did if I still would have had everything else left in there. So, I mean, some things that it can cause are mood swings, which I actually experienced today. My boss was actually looking at me like, what is wrong with you? One minute you're happy, the next minute you're like the devil, and the next minute you look like you're about ready to cry. What is going on with you? And I actually woke up like that. And it's just random, it doesn't really happen quite often, but when it does happen, it's really tough to go through your day feeling that way. Another thing that can happen is depression. And it just makes you feel like you're alone, you're empty, and other things as well. And you also have mental breakdowns, which I have quite a few. I haven't had one in a while, thank God, but that's also a struggle as well. Irritability, which I had today, along with my mood swings, and also insomnia. So a lot of the things that I just said, I experience a lot of those. Even with one ovary, I experience a lot of those. So just imagine if I didn't have either one of them, how bad it really would be. And even though, I'm the kind of person, and anybody who knows me, I'm the kind of person that if I'm about to undergo any kind of major surgery or any kind of major event in my life, I like to do my research to see what are the side effects, what will happen in the aftermath. But the truth is yes, I understood and I knew some of these things. However, you don't really know how severe or how bad it can get until you actually physically go through it, because everyone is different. So for me, I mean, I can't tell you the last time I actually got a really good night's sleep. Insomnia has hit me hardcore, so I get anywhere between 3 to 4 or 5 hours of sleep every night, but I'm exhausted during the day. However, I can't sleep when I can't go to bed, and when I do go to bed, I can't wake up in the morning. And some other things of like my mood swings. My mood swings are absolutely crazy. They're outrageous. And my poor husband, there's some days he feels like he has to walk on eggshells around me, which I hate that. And I usually tell him if I'm being moody or if I'm being mean or crying, you know, just kind of be there for me, be my major support, which he has been. He's been, it's been a struggle between the two of us throughout this entire process, but he's been pretty awesome, helping me cope with the surgery and helping me cope with all the symptoms that I've been experiencing after. So I did speak with my doctor to figure out what I could do to help make things better with this. But unfortunately, you know, I have to give it a year's time. I'm 3 months out from a year's time, because he said usually your body is not 100% healed until a full year has passed. So I'm patiently waiting in hopes that I will actually get somewhat of my my life back, especially as far as the emotions go, because it really is crazy. The struggle bus is real. It really is real. So I just wanted to come on here to tell you a little bit about some of the things that we can go through after a hysterectomy, and this was one of the main ones that I personally struggle with. Which, and I'm not going to go through all of them tonight. I'll do multiple videos to give you a little bit of insight of some of the other symptoms and things that we experience after a hysterectomy. So, but my advice to you all is, if you know somebody who had a hysterectomy, just be mindful of some of the things that you say. I mean, don't walk on eggshells around them. Still be yourself. I mean, I'm still the most blunt person you'll ever meet. I speak my mind. Whether I'm on my emotional struggle bus or not, I still speak my mind. And I do have to, there are times I actually have to scale back and remind myself of who I'm talking to, because not everybody can handle, you know, my extremely outspokenness. So, but just be mindful of some of the things that you say, or if you see somebody who doesn't seem like themselves, or they seem really down in the dumps, just kind of be there for them. The biggest thing that we need is support, not just from our significant others, our husbands, or our families, but we need them from our friends as well, or anybody around us, our coworkers. We need the biggest support, especially from our coworkers and our families. So just kind of keep that in the back of your mind. If you know anybody who has gone through this, and you see that they're struggling a little, just kind of give them a hug. Hugs are always good. I'm a hugger. I love to hug. And just tell them everything will be okay. If there's anything that you can do to help them or make them laugh, you know, just a good laugh is always a good thing to pull you through out of this little dark cloud that you were in. Like today, I was in a pretty bad dark cloud, but luckily, I have amazing associates at my store today that really helped me pull through. Even as much as I fought it and I didn't want to smile, I didn't want to laugh, I didn't want to joke and be the person that I usually am, they really did help pull me through out of my dark cloud. So, anyway, so tomorrow I'll talk about another topic of some of the things that we go through after a hysterectomy, and some things that we struggle with as well, and some side effects that really nobody tells you about, that I feel that is important information, because it kind of does affect your life. So stay tuned. So I will be back tomorrow, hopefully not as late as tonight, but you never know, because I am closing again. So anyway, I hope to see you all again, and thank you very much for joining me tonight. Have a wonderful evening.